I'm so excited because we're talking about Chatbooks today. Not sponsored at all. I just found out about it recently and I want to show you like the stuff that I got, and I want to show you like kind of the process of how I made my books and what I plan on doing in the future because so freaking excited about it. This has honestly changed my life. Here's a sneak peek of some of the booklets I got. So basically Chatbooks is a way to turn the photos from your phone into photo books, and I think the most popular option are the month books that people subscribe to, but I use the photo books. This all started when my little doji passed away recently, and I was looking into a way to like consolidate all the photos I have of him into a booklet, and I think like an ad popped up on my TikTok. Basically through the app you can select the photo book, the size, and then just add photos in chronological order. The hardest part was finding all the photos because my photos were spread everywhere in USB drives all over the place, and I wanted to consolidate it, so this was like my project to consolidate all my photos. And then after I did that, I was like, I should start making a yearbook. So now I'm like, every single year I'm going to have a yearbook like this. This is my 2018 yearbook. I did retroactively go back to 2018 and make one for each year since 2018. Going forward, I'm gonna make one of these for each year. And I think that'll be great to have for the rest of my life. I've always loved stuff like this since I was a kid. Always been very sentimental. Even if I freaking like lose my phone and lose all my photos, lose all the backups in the clouds, I have these. But okay, let me show you the products first, and then I'll give you like some tips that I found out while I was making my photo books, and then just like show you guys how the app works and like the pricing and stuff. So yes, I did the 8x8. There is 3 options for the spine colors. Also, you could do soft cover or hardcover. I did hardcover. So I'm like just alternating between the 3 different spine colors. We have navy, gray, and white, and these are the only 3 options. So I just kind of alternate each year through those 3 colors. And yeah, I just put the year on the spine. I love the quality of it. It's like kind of a matte look to it. This was my photo that I made the cover, and if you get a close up, this is the hardcover version. Here's the hardcover. The inside, you can like put more dates on it, you could put more titles. I just wanted the years on them, and you could have a max of 366 photos. It comes in this little booklet like this. Not that heavy. I placed this order on August 22nd and they arrived today, which is August 29th, and actually one of them arrived yesterday. So that's around the time frame, and I live in San Diego. So it comes with an easy rip thing right here. So you just rip it like that. I'm opening up my 2019 one right now. And then there it is in here, and you can really just slide it out. Wowza! Look at that. This is my 2019 booklet. I took this photo at Antelope Canyon in Arizona. There goes the 2019 spine. And then the back is just plain, and you can remove the sticker that comes with it. This is kind of like the aesthetic of the photos. You could do the full square ones, which are obviously like take up the most space. I had a lot of just like vertical ones that end up looking like that. They're still really big and like visible. And then there's some like horizontal ones that obviously don't fill up the whole page, but again, still big enough to see. You can easily put the date and the location, like you just have to turn it on. And for the most part, it will automatically show the date that the photo was taken on the iPhone. Sometimes the date was like a little off and not right. This was very rare. Only for like a few photos, the date was like for some reason not right. And so I would just have to go back and manually fix it. I love the ones with the full square taken up. And then there's also the collage feature. So for example, this was made using their collage feature. So that's about the sizing of their collage feature. But a hack is to actually go into photogrid. There's this app that I use called photogrid, and basically you can take like 2 photos, you can pick the 2 photos, and you can pick the layout. And I find that when we use photos from photogrid, it'll show up bigger. Okay, for example, these 2 photos are using photogrid versus using the collage, which is a little smaller and has like some white space. The photogrid ones are a little bigger on the page, as you can see there. And it's really just preference, because this one's sometimes a little more aesthetic, but this one, if you want it to be bigger, you know, you can do it with more than 2 photos as well. Like this is with like the photogrid, so it's just, it takes up the whole space. Whereas if you collage it using their feature, it would be like just in the middle instead of taking up the whole space. Again, these are using my photogrid app versus their collage feature, just takes up more space. But their collage feature actually is really good for more than 2 photos, because for example, this is using their collage feature and it really took up like a good amount of the space. So I really liked the feature for the ones that were more than 2 photos. It was just the ones with 2 photos that I thought it made it smaller than it could be, and that's when I would use my photo grid. This is an example of the Chatbooks collage of 4. It takes up pretty much the whole thing. And then this was my photo gridded side-by-side photo. For the captions and like the dates, there's only one font and one size you can have for it, so I'm not able to adjust the font or the sizing or the color of any of these. These are like set in stone with how it is, but I kind of like it. It's just like a clean, simple look. And there is emoji capacity because I was putting in some emojis. They definitely translated for the most part, I think. For example, for this caption, I had a ghost emoji and that's how it turned out. A little ghost. It looks slightly different from the iPhone version of the ghost, but like it gets the job done, you know. The book also smells good. Like it smells like a new magazine smell. For some of the photos, it'll have like an exclamation point and it'll be like low resolution, may not print well. I still kept a lot of those photos in, so let's look through some of the ones that they said was gonna be low resolution and how it actually turned out. Also, tip, if a photo says it's gonna be low resolution, if you collage it with another photo, hence making it slightly smaller, a lot of the times that will get rid of that warning that it'll be bad quality. All the film camera photos said they were going to be low resolution. I don't really know why. Like all these photos that my friend took on her film camera got low quality flagged. But let's see how they turned out. Okay, so this taco photo taken on the film camera was flagged as gonna be low resolution. I mean, it honestly doesn't look that low resolution to me. Like in person, maybe like the tiniest bit grainy, but honestly fine. This other one that was taken on the film camera is probably slightly lower quality than that taco one. Like if you look up close, you can kind of see a little bit grainier than like a really clear photo, for example. But I don't really think it detracts enough for you to like be worried about it or want to take the photo away. This was a film camera one that was marked as low resolution and it is a little blurry, but that's also like how it was taken originally. It was like slightly blurry. Like it still looks fine. So yeah, I would not be that concerned about the low resolution thing unless it's like a really blurry image. If it looks fine on your phone, it'll probably look fine in the book. All of mine are different like number of pages, so some are thicker than others. Also guys, the customer service, absolutely amazing. My Comet like dog book that I sent home to my family, there was a little bit of like scratching on the front cover when it arrived and like a little bit of a dent thing on the bottom corner. Like over here was like a little squished. And I told them about it and they literally sent a new one free of charge. Their whole policy is if you're not satisfied with it, they will refund or give you a new one. They really care about you like loving the book that you got. The pricing for the photo books that I did, which I did compare with other companies such as Google Photos, Shutterfly, Mix something. I saw like there's like a Mix book. And Chatbooks was honestly, I think one of the cheapest ones that I saw in terms of like the per extra page price. So my 8x8 hardcover starts at $30 and that includes 30 pages. And then any extra page is an additional 60 cents. But if you do 6x6, which is slightly smaller than this, it would be $20 and an additional 30 cents per extra page. And then the soft covers are the same extra page price, but the base is just a little bit lower. There's also 10x10. So if you want to do 10x10, that starts at $50 for 30 pages and then an extra $1.20 per extra page. So maybe like if you have like a wedding booklet or something that's, you know, a really important event, you could do like a 10x10, or if you're just really rich and, you know. I bought all 5 of these books in one order when there was a 25% off sale. My entire order was 25% off. I would say monitor the app for a sale to happen, because I'm sure they happen, you know, every so often throughout the year, and then buy it during the sale. Or look for a promo code online. There's like a first time buy your promo code, like $10 off your entire purchase. Always look for promo codes online, okay? Because sometimes they work and then you'll get a freaking fat deal. By the way, I took all these photos. I'm really proud of myself. I basically, for the cover, I took like my favorite photo from the year and I made that the cover. My 2019 book, I actually think is one of my smallest ones. Total of 172 pages, came out to $115.20. 2021 was 255 pages, comes out to $165. And so the total before the discount was $718.80. The 25% off took about $180 off. And then for some reason I had a $10 credit. I'm honestly not sure where that came from. It was like automatically applied. So in total, I got these for $579.84 for all 5 books. Worth it for me, especially considering going forward, I will just be buying once a year. About 150-ish a year for one of these that I will cherish for life. So worth it. And then I also wanted to mention that the pages themselves are like very thick. Like it is pretty good quality here. I'm just gonna like walk you guys through how I like make one of these. So right in the Chatbooks app, you have the My Book section, the shop, and the For You. You go directly to the shop. You go to the classic photo book. That's the kind that I did. And then you'll just go to create. And this is where you can pick your size. So 8x8, hardcover, white, navy gray. You can change this retroactively, by the way, the book cover. So don't be pressed about which one you pick. You can always go back and then you click create. And then it will go to your camera roll and it's gonna order it by date. And so you can literally scroll back to whatever date, pick the ones you want, and then yeah, it'll create it for you. Once you're in there, you can, you know, exclude pages, you could add pages, you can rearrange them, collage them. And by the way, after you order your book, they actually turn all your photos into a mini movie that they send to you. So it's like easy to share with people if you want digitally. I think they take 100 photos. So if your book is less than 100 photos, it'll be all the photos. And they literally turn it into a little slideshow movie thing. Oh wait, mini movies can fit up to 90. So yeah, this is like my little Comet mini video. So adorable. It's also great presents. Like if your mom is super sentimental, make them one of these from like a vacation, or you know, you can theme these any way you want. Also, an idea I had, which I don't know if I'm gonna do, but it's just an idea, is you could, at the end of the year, get your friends who are the most relevant in that year to sign it. Because why did we stop signing yearbooks? Like that was literally the highlight of my year back in middle school and high school. So how cute would that be if they like signed these each year? Just an idea. If I forgot any tips or tricks, or if you have any more questions, comment and I'll see you later.